Judgment Point. Today I'm breaking down a Supreme Court decision that's shaking the foundations of American law, one that could change how presidential power is checked in the United States. So here's the headline. In a 6-3 decision, the Supreme Court just ruled that lower federal courts can't use universal injunctions to block presidential actions for the entire country. Wait, what does that mean? Let me explain. Say the president signs an order that you think is unconstitutional. In the past, if someone sued and a lower court agreed with them, that court could issue a universal injunction, basically hitting pause on that law for everyone, not just the people who sued. But after this decision, that's off the table. Now, lower courts can only protect individuals who actually take legal action or those part of a class action suit. The president's policy? It keeps rolling for everyone else. Let's talk about where this started. The case came from a Trump administration order earlier this year, trying to deny birthright citizenship to children of certain immigrants. Lower courts blocked it nationwide, calling it unconstitutional. The administration challenged that, using the fight to target universal injunctions, and they just won. Now, here's where it gets dramatic. Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson wrote a fiery dissent, warning that disaster looms. She said this decision creates a zone of lawlessness, giving the executive branch room to ignore the law, unless you personally drag them into court. Think about that. If a presidential action violates your rights, but you're not among the ones suing, the courts can't help you. Jackson warned that, left unchecked, executive lawlessness could flourish, and our beloved constitutional republic will be no more. Justice Sonia Sotomayor called it an open invitation for the government to bypass the Constitution. She spelled out a chilling scenario. What if a future president uses this power to seize firearms or ban religious gatherings? Under this new rule, the courts would only stop it for people who sue. Everyone else? Out of luck. This ruling isn't happening in a vacuum. Just last year, the Supreme Court gave presidents broad criminal immunity for official acts. That's two major rulings that, according to the dissenters, are moving the presidency closer to a monarchy, putting the president above the law. Justice Jackson summed it up. The balance of power in our government just shifted. Instead of the branches checking each other, this decision lets the executive branch climb above the constraints of law, making it harder for the judiciary to defend constitutional rights. This is a huge deal for anyone who cares about checks and balances. What do you think? Is this a necessary limit or a dangerous door opened? Before we go deeper, I need you to hit that subscribe button to support Judgment Point, so you don't miss any of these big legal shakeups. I'll be here to break it all down as the story unfolds. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more insight on how these Supreme Court decisions are changing the country, one ruling at a time.